Hello there! Today let's talk about the new skills we need as creatives nowadays. So we live in a very peculiar time. On one side it's super exciting, it's super free, we have so many possibilities. On the other side, we have a price to pay. So there's also something that is less exciting and it's more fragmented. So it's exciting because we have the possibility to launch projects like these ones that we launched with our publisher, and it would have been not possible in the past without an investment, without a big publisher behind us that we didn't have. So it's super exciting because we have accessibility to communication channels, to social networks, to resources that are very technological, they are very fast, they are actually somehow not so expensive. So we have the possibility to be very free, to be super independent. I'm gonna talk about creative independence in another video. And this is very cool. I mean, it's a great opportunity. On the other side, there is also really a price to pay. The other day, a friend of mine, a super nice illustrator, she was asking me, okay, Matteo, I would like to sell my illustrations online. Is that so difficult? And I was, okay, if I'm gonna tell her everything right now, her head is gonna explode, okay? Why? Because it's too much. She has to create a landing page, probably several landing pages with different offers. She has to do A/B testing to see the conversion rate. She has to create an e-commerce, she has to handle logistics. She has to communicate herself. She has to probably do some advertising. She has to learn so many things. She basically has to become a one-woman agency in 2 weeks, 1 month. Otherwise, it's not worth it. So, and that's really beyond her being an illustrator, okay? So this is really heavy, okay? It's not so easy. The thing is, nowadays, we need to have so many new skills if we want to be creative and to create a creative environment for our possibility to express ourselves, that it's not so easy. So, and don't think about those rare people who become successful immediately. Okay, the writer who writes 1, 2 books and then he has a career. No, the actress who is immediately acting and she is super famous immediately. Don't think about those people. Those are very rare. Let's think about ourselves, the fact that we need to work for achieving a success, and when I'm meaning success, I mean that we to enter the world, okay, to finish our book, to make it published, to have some readers, to be able to make our own art and make a living, okay. All this is success for me. To do that, we need to learn new skills. We cannot just be snob and say, yeah, I just want to write. That's unluckily not enough nowadays, I think, because we have so many possibilities, but we also need to be able to navigate them. So my suggestion, if you want to accept it, it's to learn to communicate. So we need to be able to communicate ourselves. That means owning the communication channels that we have nowadays, all the media. So we need to know if we need TikTok, if we need Instagram. In the future there will be other social networks, other communication channels. We need to own them, we need to know what they are. There are writers who have made their fortune out of blogs, out of Wattpad. So we need to know what we are doing, we need to know what's out there. We want to enter the world, we need to understand a little bit the world, okay? And also we need to learn how to sell ourselves. So take some communication classes, some selling classes, public speaking classes. No, we need to know how to put ourselves out, because just being good in what we do, sadly, is not enough, okay, or cannot be enough. Then we need to learn about technologies. So all the instruments we can have. I had to learn how to fix lights to make these videos, how to upload them, how to use a camera. We need to know a little bit about those. I wanted to open a company. I had to learn Excel, okay, Microsoft Excel. I'm now a master, okay, of Excel. Why? Because the Italian bureaucracy is completely crazy, and I have to generate files that are extremely complex just to keep everything in order. Okay, I had to, and that's a great help. It will be much worse doing it by hand, no? Then you need to know a little bit about business models, okay? So communication, technologies, business models, okay? The business models are a must. You need to know how to generate value with what you do, okay? So if you are an artist, how do you make a living out of your being an artist? If you want to be a writer, how do you make a living? If you want to open a company, how do you make a living out of your project? If you don't have an answer to that, that's very dangerous, okay? Because you can be a writer and live a bohemian life under a bridge. You can do that, but I don't know if you want to do that, and I don't know if it's something that can be it can be long in time. No, it's not so durable. So learn a little bit on how to generate value. Read a couple of books of business. Try to understand. Okay, maybe I'm a writer, but I could sell online courses on how to be a writer. That's interesting. Maybe you make a living out of that, and then you can also generate some traffic to your books. Wow, I'm an artist. I'm gonna create artistic events in my city. That's interesting. Maybe, okay, that's a business model. So people are gonna pay tickets to see some things, some performances, and you're gonna meet new people. Interesting. Okay, so this is all about business, let's say. Then you need to, fourth skill at least, you need to work on yourself. Okay, so some inner work. I talk about it in my book. It's a must, I think. Usually creative people, they already have to do a lot of inner work because we always challenge ourselves. So it's like there is me, my ego, my expectations, what I actually created, and it's usually not within my expectations. So you need to work on yourself a lot. But nowadays it's even more important because we need to be aligned a lot with all the chaos that there is out there. The world is so fragmented. The internet as a medium is a fragmented medium. So our self becomes fragmented, and we're always connected. We're always looking for new opportunities. We always have this feeling that the possibilities are unlimited. That's true, but we are limited. So you need to work on yourself if you don't want to go burnout. Okay, it's super important. How can you do that? Meditating, you can go to an analyst, you can go to groups, you can do a lot of stuff. You can try to be aware, and try to raise your vibration, okay? But you need to make the experience. I cannot tell you that in a 5 minutes video. So how do you learn all these skills, especially the other ones? By humbly observing the world. So try to humbly observe what other people are doing. Stop being arrogant. I see so often people that are judging other people, saying, what an asshole, what is he doing? Those stupid videos, that horrible blog, that stupid course online. How does he dare? Why? Just try to learn from other people with curiosity. So it's like, okay, that writer with that funny face, what is he doing? He's selling an online course. Interesting. Why is he doing that? Is it working? Golden rule. If you see somebody doing something for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, it is working. Otherwise, they stop doing it. Okay, so if you see an ad of a yoga class and it's 6 months that you are seeing this ad, yes, it is working. So don't be judgmental, don't be a prick. Okay, just say, wow, that is a person that is creating an ecosystem for their creativity. Wow, how are they doing that? What are they using? That's an e-commerce. What kind of e-commerce? A Shopify. Do I know something about it? No, maybe I'm gonna read something. Then, this is interesting. They're giving away an ebook, a free ebook about yoga. Okay, that's cool. Maybe I can do the same for my writing courses. What do I need? Do I need a camera? What kind of camera? I'm gonna check. I'm gonna ask my friends that are video makers. Okay, this is how you create skills. Trying to understand what others are doing and try to be open. Say, okay, wow, I have so many instruments. I can invest some of my time and my energy in creating an environment for myself. That's super cool. So, what else to say? Study a lot, create your environment, and be creative.